Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Cheyenne, and every week I post new tutorials and reviews for you guys. Today I am going to be turning myself into Lydia Deetz. And if you enjoy content like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more weekly videos. Starting off, I'm prepping my face with a NYX Pore Primer, and then I'm going to be using the Can't Stop Won't Stop in shade Vanilla Concealer right underneath my eyes to hide the dark under eye circles. And then I'm just going to be quickly blending that out and prepping my skin for foundation. Next, I'm going to be using the Born to Glow foundation, and I'm going to apply that all over my face to have a nice even base. Once I'm done with foundation, I'm going to be setting my face with the NYX HD Finishing Powder, and this is just a translucent powder, and this is going to just help keep it in place and prep for highlighting and contouring. For my contour, I'm going to be using Tarte Tarte's Pro Glow To Go Contour Kit, and I'm going to be putting this on the outsides of my nose to make my nose look slimmer, and then also right into the corner of my eyes to give the base for a sunken eye look. I'll also be going into the hollows of my cheeks to create a really sunken, deep cheek. And I'm going to be contouring my cheeks a little more than I normally would, just to give it that really sunken in effect. Once I'm done contouring, I am going to be dipping into my new Revolution Pro palette. It is the Decadent palette, and I'm going in with this really like sepia type shade, and I'm going in with a blending brush and going into the corner of my eyes, and then bringing that up into my brows and dragging it down into my nose contour to really define my contour. I'm also going to be bringing this out to the outer corner of my eyes to create that fox eye effect, and I'm just dragging it out to the temples and then bringing it down to the tips of my nose, and this is going to really elongate my facial structure and create that very deep color. Next, I'm going to be dipping into the shade Grandeur, and I'm going to be applying that to my crease area and the outer corners of my eyes, and then just really deepening the shade that I already applied into and just adding more depth. I'm going to be going in with that same shade and using a bullet blending brush just to deepen underneath my eyes, the inner corners and the outer corners, and also my nose contour. And then just gently blending all of that out with a nice fluffy blending brush. Next, I'm going in with the shade Splendid, which is a nice dark brown, and I'm just hitting up those same spots, creating a little bit more depth in the outer corners and inner corners of my eyes, as well as underneath, and then blending it down a little bit onto my cheeks to create that really sunken eye effect. I'm also applying the shade to the start of my eyebrows to create more of that sunken look and to help highlight my actual brow bones. And then also bringing the shade back down to my nose contour to give that really slim nose. Next, I'm going to be using my bullet blending brush with the same shade and applying this into my lash line. And this is just going to help deepen and add a little bit more depth into my lash line. Next, I'm going in with the shade Fortuity and applying it to my lash line as well, and just deepening little areas that I see that need a little bit more depth. Next, I'm going to be going in with the shade Karma, which is almost like a mustard yellowish color, and I'm just applying this to the center of my lids just to give a little bit more of an orangey color to the entire look and to pull the look together. Next, I'm going to be blending out some of that orangey color onto the tops of my cheeks, and I'll be going back in with Splendid and my big fluffy brush. I'm using the shade to really deepen the hollows of my cheeks to give that really sunken in look. And I'm using a big fluffy brush just to blend it out. And then I'm going to be using a eyeshadow brush right underneath my bottom lip to blend out and create a little bit of a contour underneath my bottom lip. Next, I'm going in with a Morphe Cream eyebrow color, and I am just outlining my brows and then gently filling them in. And then I'll be using the spoolie on the other side of my brush to brush it out and blend it out so it's nice and soft. I did want to have a little bit of a thicker brow for this look, just to have more of an intense look. And I did that just by overdrawing just a little bit. And you can see I did not go too overboard with overdrawing. I just did enough to create more of that intense brow look. Once I'm done with my brows, I'm going to be going in with NYX On the Rise Volume Mascara, and I'm just going to be applying that on to my eyelashes, and I'm not going to be doing a liner for this look. Winona Ryder actually did not have hardly any makeup on for the movie, so this is a much more dramatized look that was influenced by Beetlejuice. I definitely wanted to have that dark Tim Burton feel, so I went a little more darker with my shadow than they did in the original movie. Like I said, it's more influenced based off the movie. Next, I'm going to be going in with the shade Gleam, which is the highlight off of my Tarte palette, and I'm just applying this to my brow bones, the center of my lids, and then I'll be applying this all over the tops of my cheeks, the center of my nose, and my Cupid's bow as well. Once I'm done with my highlight, I'm going to be applying lipstick, and I'm going to be using the shade Bow and Arrow from Kat Von D, and I'm just applying this directly to my Cupid's bow and the pout of my lip, and I'm going to be patting it out with my fingertips. I'm actually going to be using a second shade as well, and that is going to be a brown shade from NYX Liquid Lipstick. I'm not sure what the shade name is, but it's just a nice soft brown, and I'm going to be applying that to the outer corners and contouring my lips just to give it a little bit more of a pout. I don't want to go too insane with the lips just because it is a very nude lip look. So I decided to contour and highlight my lips instead. And there you have it, you guys. For my bangs, I just sprayed as much hairspray as possible into my bangs to get that really piecey effect. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and be sure to hit the subscribe button and come back next week for more videos. Thank you so much for watching, you guys.